As I walk along the beach toward the surf, lost in my thoughts, there is a silhouette of a man in front of me. Because I'm looking into the sun, I can't see his face. He greets me and calls me by my name. This surprises me because I had never seen him before, and I feel confident like I know him. He asks me if I want to keep him company and to walk along with him, and without thinking, my answer is yes. While we were walking together with the sun at our backs, there is a peaceful silence between us. What strikes me most about him is the serenity that hangs over him and the warmth he radiates. After having walked a few meters, the silence is broken. In the time where we are now moving, everything is possible. And he continues, if man can let go of the mortal mind, he will reach a higher level. Before I can even respond to his words, we find ourselves in a totally different environment. Without any heed to his surroundings, he tells more. Every human being has a primal emotion, the feeling of wanting to be free. But how can people feel free when they are dependent on material things? Man will first need to separate from earthly things, which are illusions and keeps us from reaching a higher level. And again he manages to surprise me by putting us in a different environment again. He says, you think now that I'm doing this because I walk beside you, because you are not free and therefore limited in your thinking. You think you're not able to realize what I just did. But when you feel liberated from the body and you start thinking with your emotions at work, and you also strengthens your belief in it, then you are all capable to do so yourself. Especially in these times in which we operate. When someone is moving, he can put himself in any direction. This is not possible when someone sits still and doesn't want to move. While we again end up in a different environment. He continues his conversation. If you set your goals and you address them, some forces become free. And if your goals are positive, then constructive forces will help to realize those goals. Time and distance play no role for these forces. The whole point is what you do with it. If you follow your path from a pure feeling to your goal, then you will feel more liberated to feel. You are freed from the feeling of coercion and pressure. And the doubt that reigns within you will slowly disappear. You are now able to act from freedom, free from material boundaries, and your senses open to a world where light and love manifest. Feelings of guilt, fear, hatred, and anger will disappear as soon as you are hit by light. For the light cleanses you of all your dark feelings, and because you now know how it feels, you don't want to go back. You become aware of a world where there are no limits. Because there simply is no matter. There are no limits. There's no time and there is not a distance. Before I even realize, we are back to where we started our walk. Again, this man manifests as a silhouette of me with the sun at his back. Complete your task, he says. Before I can ask him what my job is, he continues talking. To him who has wisdom is given the power to have mercy on those who would learn. And just when I see my chance to ask him something, he differs with his head slightly to the side. So I get the light of the sun full in my face and just get blinded. As I blink my eyes, I see the man suddenly disappeared. I did not even have time to ask who he was. I have returned quite often to that place, but I have not seen him again.